I mentioned before the break I had a couple videos I wanted to play. I have a video of a let's see here. It was you guys know who Vivek Ramaswamy is? I got a video of him. He was doing a video call with Elon Musk. It was some sort of X call. I don't know exactly what they're called. What this call is called. It's apparently you can do like Elon Musk does like these live conference calls with important people, I guess, or politicians or influencers or things like that. And they talk about things that have to do with Twitter. Like right now, there's a big hubbub on X, not Twitter. There's a big hubbub on X right now because he is letting Elon Musk is allowing Alex Jones back onto X. Alex Jones, the guy who's being sued by the Sandy Hook family, the Infowars.com guy, talks like this all the time. I'm back on X. I can say whatever I want and get away with it. Nobody can say a damn thing about it. That's how it goes. I'm Alex Jones on Infowars.com. Check me out. Anyway, so he'll be there on X again, spewing all his nonsense and vitriol. Well, one of the presidential candidates, Vivek Ramaswamy, is running for the Republican president. He's likable and dislikable at the same time. I probably don't like much of his. I think he's from Ohio, actually. I think he might be from Columbus, outside of Columbus, or something like that. I don't know. He's some sort of businessman. Anyway, he's running for president. He did a conference call on X with Elon Musk and a bunch of other people. And here is the video of it. And you got to listen closely to hear everything, but you kind of can't miss it, to be honest with you.
Decide not to have children. That's all I'm saying. And Elon Musk is promoting an optimistic, pro-human future that the science and evidence shows is real and that we need.
Gentlemen, I have to go.
Yeah, I just want to be sort of exactly. I want to be clear about my position. I'm super pro-human, and I mean all humans. Humans in America, humans in
somebody's
Africa,
got their thing
Asia,
open,
and everywhere else.
Their phone open in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's Vivek. Vivek, that's your phone, Vivek. I'm not able to mute you. Vivek. Go ahead, Elon.
Sorry about that.
So, well, I hope you feel better.
I feel great. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys.
So in case you guys weren't able to understand what you were listening to, I'll play it again after I explain to you. Vivek Ramaswamy on this conference call thought he had muted his microphone and he was taking a leak. Literally like you see in the movie The Naked Gun when the guy goes to the bathroom and takes a leak and leaves his microphone on. Vivek Ramaswamy does this during this conference call. Here it is again.
Decide not to have children. That's all I'm saying. And Elon Musk is promoting an optimistic, pro-human future that the science and evidence shows is real and that we need.
Gentlemen, I have.
And Secret ADS Mod said, is he in the shower? No, he is not in the shower. He is in the bathroom.
Yeah, I just.
Well, the shower's in the bathroom, but he's using the bathroom not to wash his hands and not to take a shower.
Exactly. I want to be clear about my position. I'm super pro-human, and I mean all humans. Humans in America.
Got to be honest with you, Vivek. I know his wife's a doctorate. He might want to get checked out. He seems like he has a bit of a weak stream, to tell you the truth. It's not exactly the strongest stream I hear percolating there.
Decide not to have children. That's all I'm saying. And Elon Musk is promoting an optimistic, pro-human future that the science and evidence shows is real and that we need.
Gentlemen, I have to go.
Yeah, I just want to be sort of exactly.
So there you go. Oh, what happened? It stopped playing? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I had to run. My nose is running like a sieve, guys, so I apologize. That video stopped playing for a second. I don't know what happened. I thought I hit play.
Somebody's got their thing
Asia,
open.
and everywhere else.
Their phone open in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's Vivek. Vivek, that's your phone, Vivek. I'm not able to mute you. Vivek. All right, perfect. Go ahead, Elon.
Sorry about that.
So, well, I hope you feel better.
I feel great. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
My microphone, I must have shut it off when I went to the bathroom. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So I was saying my favorite part was this Vivek Ramaswamy part
That's
right
your
here.
phone, Vivek. I'm not able to mute you. Vivek. All right, perfect. Go ahead, Elon.
Sorry about that.
So, well, I hope you feel better.
I feel great. Thank you.
Sorry
about that, guys.
I'm the opposite of Vivek Ramaswamy. He leaves his mic on. I turn my mic off. No, what CB, I was reading in the chat. CB said that this happens to her on almost like, she's on 5 conference calls a day. This happens like once a week to her, which I find a little bit ridiculous. Why are you not recording these and posting these? These would be going viral all over the place of people pissing during conference calls. You should be recording these. Just blur out the faces. And Secret ADS Mod wants to know, why do guys judge piss streams? You don't have to power piss every time you go. No, I agree. You don't have to power piss, but that was a bit of a tinkle he was doing, as opposed to a big heavy stream. So if you guys saw me going before, I was imitating what it sounds like when most men hit their stream, hit the water. But again, unlike Vivek Ramaswamy, I leave my mic off. He leaves his mic on. Very different situation. Speaking of politicians and videos and them being in the news, this is a really good one. I do not like this guy. The only thing I would say, I like one thing about Matt Gaetz. I like that Matt Gaetz is he's trying to fight for the hold on one second, boost this audio. He's trying to fight to get the UFO stuff all released and open up to everybody. He apparently went to some Air Force base and he was denied access to all this UFO stuff that he wanted. So that's the only good thing I think that guy does. Everything else, he's kind of a dirtbag. In particular, there's the story about him and the allegations. Well, if you guys don't remember, in 2021, he allegedly paid a 17-year-old girl as well as an accused sex trafficker through Venmo. And that was allegedly, there were all kinds of weird allegations about it. The Department of Justice said they were not going to charge him after the sex trafficking in Gaetz. They weren't going to charge Gaetz after its sex trafficking investigation. But the House Ethics Committee has looked into the investigation into Gaetz. But either way, he's had a lot of misconduct, and one of them is included. He supposedly gave, well, I don't know if she was underage or the girl, I guess she was 17 at the time, or maybe 18, I don't know. Either way, he's accused of using Venmo to hook up these chicks these in this weird sugar daddy sex trafficking scam that he was allegedly involved in. Well, he was actually here locally in Strongsville, Ohio over the weekend. And the Strongsville GOP, that's the Republican Party, they did a little fundraising event where they had him. And somebody was kind enough to offer Matt Gaetz an award.
Matt Gaetz, we have an award for you. My name is Michael. I'm with the Strongsville GOP. The 2023 Strongsville GOP Award.
Thank you all so much.
Congratulations for your dedication using Venmo to allegedly paying underage girls to have sex.
You're so full of it. Thank you all so much.
So in case you missed what he heard, he is giving him an award. I'll play it one more time.
Strongsville GOP Award.
Thank you all so much.
Congratulations for your dedication using Venmo to allegedly paying underage girls to have sex.
You're so full of it.
Look at this cock, though. Little rough.
Thank
Not
you
gonna
all
lie.
so much.
I love the lady. I love the lady at the end who comes and takes the award away from him. Because he's just in there holding it, looking at it. And that lady has to come up and take the award away from him at the end. I love it so much. I don't care what politics, if you're Republican, Democrat, I don't give a fuck. It's another dumb show. All right. Hello. Welcome to another Dumb Show, issue number 151. Thank you guys for joining me this evening. I appreciate you guys all being here. Sorry if I'm a little distracted here. I just got a delivery literally right as the show started. I was expecting it to get here a little bit later on. So you'll have to excuse a brother as I was not ready right away. So excuse me. But hey, taking a little bit of the weight off of my shoulders already, like you guys do when you call 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I pay for these damn phones, so you know I love when you call. You can always follow the show at Another Dumb Show on Instagram and Twitter, X, whatever it's called. You just heard us talking about X with Vivek Ramaswamy there, taking a leak. Caught on a hot mic. That made me laugh really hard. I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. I thought it was pretty funny. I do want to give a big shout out to Scott78, who just gifted 5 Another Dumb Show memberships. Rain, Tim, Deanna, Josh, and just the letter A. We're all gifted Another Dumb Show membership. So welcome, guys, to the league. We are so happy to have all of you here. Sorry, I had to catch my breath there for a sec. I literally ran outside and then ran back in. So speaking of the memberships, I found something very interesting today. YouTube has instructed me that there's actually a link. We talk a lot about the memberships, and I'm not going to spend all night on this, I promise. We talk about the memberships here, and there's 3 different tiers and blah, 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 blah. And I always tell everybody that Scott78 just did, he gifted out memberships. And people will often ask me, how do I enable gifts? How do I get a free membership from one of the generous people in the League of Dummies? Well, if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out. You got to be subscribed, first off. But you also, if you click this link that I just put in the chat, if you go to youtube.com/anotherdumbshow/allow_gifts, that takes you directly to the little screen to be able to enable gifts. Now, I thought, there's a bunch of different ways to click over to it. But if you literally just want to type directly in, it's very simple, youtube.com/anotherdumbshow/allow_gifts. And it takes you right to the thing to be able to toggle them on. And hopefully you'll be able to receive a gift from one of our generous Another Dumb Show League members. So let's see here. Oh, I do see, by the way, excuse me, gross. That was gross. I don't know what was grosser, that noise or the noise you did imitating me. Welcome back, my dude.
Yeah, but what the hell that was? Sounded like it was crawling up from the depths of hell.
That was gross. Sorry about that. How are you, man? What's going on?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired, dude.
Tired?
I'm still achy as hell.
Yeah, so what did you have? I know you've been down sick for the past few days.
Dude, I had a fever and body aches.
So did you have a flu then? officially? If you have a
I'm
fever?
guessing some type of fever. It was definitely a fever that didn't break for almost 3 days. It was like 101, floating between 100 and 101. That
Oof.
sucked.
That
I
does
thought for
suck.
sure it was COVID. I actually tested twice for it because if it is COVID, then I have to miss 5 days of work and blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. And
And you're
believe
like-
it or not, I was hoping for it because New York's, even though like right now, like the last 2 days that I had off, Monday and Tuesday, are 0 time. I'm out of personal time and sick time for the year.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm
good.
not getting paid for 2 days. So, but if it would have been COVID pay, then New York State owes me a quick 5 days of pay.
Oh, nice. Right on. Well, that sucks. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. I don't want you to have COVID, but on
Damn.
the other hand, I do want you to have it, I guess. I don't know. So, all right. Well, so did you have like the sniffles and all that and the cough and all that stuff to go with
I
it?
had
Or was
I had some like sinus congestion and stuff like that. You can probably still hear it. I have a little bit of congestion.
Yeah, it
And
sounds like.
yeah, I'm a little nasally.
Did you
but
take-
other than that, it was mostly body aches. Did I send you pictures too? I broke my toe.
No, you didn't tell me that. No, you didn't. How'd you do that?
Yeah, I was getting back into bed the night that I found out. Like I woke up Sunday morning or Saturday morning into Sunday at like 3:30 a.m. with a fever.
Yeah.
And as I was going back into my bed, I had to change my sheets because I had sweat through the sheets.
Oh.
And as I
that's
was going to
gross.
throw the sheets across my bed, I kicked the center post.
Oh,
And I broke my pinky toe and the toe next to it.
2 toes, a 2 for 1. Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure the way it's bruised and the way it hurts. But
Yeah,
the pinky toe is definitely broken.
Was it all pointed out to the side or anything like that, or just
The pinky toe was kind of pointed out to the side. I had to kind of straighten it out a little bit. It wouldn't move without me touching it.
That hurts so bad. Ugh. Well, what did you do the whole time you were sick? Did you just lay around? Could you even play video games or watch TV? Or were you sleeping most of the
I definitely
time?
play video games, but I haven't played any Call of Duty yet. I am still so balls deep in Ghost of Tsushima.
You are obsessed with that.
Put it down, dude.
Apparently not. You got to get your guns leveled up on Modern Warfare. That was the perfect time for you to be able to do that, so we could get another gaming show in and run together and actually have some good.
Well, I have my own. Dude, I started playing some of the campaign mode on that too.
Pretty fun,
and
isn't
playing
it?
it on what you're playing it on Harden, dude. Some of the open battle maps are tough.
Oh, those. Yeah, you got to be super. You got to be very strategic with them for sure. It's a real pain in the ass on some of those.
Good God.
I do. I got a phone call coming in here real quick. I do see F1 Frank is calling in. Frank, you're on another dumb show. What's up, dude?
What's up, Dom?
Not much, man. How are you?
I was going to call you last night, but I was sober, so it didn't sound like a good idea.
All right, sounds good. So, how you feeling? Four Locos in effect for you tonight?
No, I let the Four Locos go today. I was off today, so just a little bit of vodka. But
some vodka. Okay. What can I do for you, my friend?
You guys were talking about disgusting things, and then Mikey just talked about breaking his toe and shit.
Yeah.
When I bought my first house, I had my very first bunk beds that I lived in. It was just like a single bed, and it had like a piece of plywood for the bottom. You know, there was no box spring underneath. I dropped that shit right down on my toe, ripped off my whole big toe, my whole big toenail. Oh, I cried like a girl, man. I cried like a girl. I bled like I don't even know what you want to say. I bled like crazy.
Yeah.
Like all over my brand new house.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. The old bed spring on the toe story. Anything else going on? I thought you might have maybe had a reason to call other than just Mikey's broken toe relation.
Well, I wanted to gross Mikey out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, by the way.
Mikey does get grossed out usually pretty easily. So
yeah, not so much like toe injuries or something like that, but if he would have done it to like his finger and filleted his finger, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, right on. Well, thank you, Frank. Anything else real quick before I let you go?
I got some surgery yesterday. They pulled this thing out of my back. It's like the size of a grape.
They pulled a grapefruit-sized thing out of your back?
No, a grape, like a
Oh,
regular green grape.
A grape. Oh, I thought it cut out for a sec. So what would you have? Some sort of cyst or something? You gangly in there?
Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully it's just a cyst. They sent it off to see if it was cancer or whatever.
Ooh, well, it's fingers crossed that's not the we'll all be thinking of you, dude. Make sure you give us an update on what happens.
That was just lidocaine, and I don't know, man. Do you think lidocaine would be able to stop you from drinking? Because I could not drink yesterday.
What do you mean, like physically, like couldn't get drunk? Like as much as you drank, you couldn't get drunk?
Like I couldn't put a beer. I couldn't drink. I drank about a Four Loko and about a beer and a half. I could not put the beers down.
I don't imagine a topical anything would stop you from drinking. Maybe it was just your conscience kicked in and said, "Hey, we're not going to drink today."
I felt bad about it.
Well, I don't know how to answer your question, Frank. I don't know why you weren't. I don't know. I don't think lidocaine, especially because that's like a topical thing or whatever, even injected, it's supposed to be gone pretty quickly, especially in your back. I don't think it would have anything to do with you getting drunk or anything like that. So, well, I'm sorry you weren't able to get drunk for a day.
Anything in the cane family should keep you drinking all night.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that's for sure.
I should have got some cocaine, huh?
It's
I
definitely.
love you guys.
All right, thank you,
guys
Frank.
Have a good night.
You too, bro. All right. Well, we're not making any money tonight. Becky is asking what sort of red wine I'm drinking. I am drinking an Austin Hope 2021 Paso Robles Cabernet Sauvignon that I got as a gift for doing the Breakfast with Stana the other day. It was a little thank you for the hard work that I put in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How did that go, by the way?
Well, it was awesome. Really, like,
yeah,
fantastic.
You had a good time. Even though you were feeling all sicky and shit, you weren't feeling all that horrible.
It was, it is what it is. I'm not exactly doing like hard work. I was just kind of standing around a little bit and just playing some tunes and stuff. I didn't have to like make a lot of announcements or do a lot of coordination or anything like that. So it was pretty easy gig, to be honest with you. The only hard part was moving stuff around, not feeling real good. That kind of sucks, to be honest with you. But other than that, it was fine. I actually felt worse after the events. Like Friday, it seems like it was like I was running on adrenaline getting through the events, Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday came around and I like went back. I reverted and
crashed.
Yeah.
Making up for lost time.
Yeah, I was miserable. I didn't have a fever like you were saying, but I was just, I was run down. I had a cough and I was sneezing and sniffling and all that stuff and just totally run down. So, and borderline body aches, I would say. I wouldn't say too bad, but we didn't get to talk at all. Did you watch any football this weekend, my friend?
Of course I did. I watched it all weekend. And then I just got angrier and angrier and angrier that we should have actually won our 10-way parlay.
Why did you get? Oh, because you were so close to winning it. Because you
did pretty good. We weren't that close. I followed our picks, everything that we had together.
Oh, I forgot
I only did it that way. I didn't do everything. If I would have made the other bets, it might have been a little bit closer. But I still lost on. I mean, the big games for sure, like the Jets game. Nobody in their right mind picked the Jets over the Texans.
No, that was crazy.
Right? But I did say the Bengals were going to mollywop the Colts.
You called that. You called that they were
by 10. They
by
won
10.
By 20.
You called that the Cowboys would cover. So you actually, Mikey, just to show you real quick here, you are leading in our standings. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. I don't know if you were kind of half in or half out or not.
Yeah, half out by that time of the show.
Okay.
But yeah.
So there's the results from I know we started late in the season, but there are the results. You are ahead. You were 9-6 this week. I was 6-9. So not even close on my gigantic, huge parlay that I attempted. Not even remotely close to it.
That's what I'm sticking with for the rest of the year gambling until we get to playoffs when I can do player stats and game stats and stuff like that. I am just sticking to straight up either games or money line or over-unders. I am not doing any player props the rest of the year. I have not won on anything in a minute. Anytime touchdown scores, yards, anything. The one that I put up for the Cowboys to beat the Eagles the other night, I went 0 for 6 on every leg.
We are in a weird spot right now where it's like the league is turned upside down. From the beginning of the season, all the teams that were terrible are suddenly like contenders. All the teams that were great, well, the 49ers have kind of stood up. But there's just, there's so much parity in the league. There's just so much. I mean, there's, well, shit, let's just get right to it. I actually put together a little.
The Eagles are exposed as frauds. The Lions are lioning. They blew their wad way too early in the season. And they just.
Well, let's talk the AFC playoff picture, Mikey. What do you think of this?
Oh,
wait. Why did it do that?
This.
Why is this doing this? Stop. Pause. Whoa. Wake up. Here we go. There you go. This is.
I like this.
Thank you. I made this today. I thought it was. We'd have a little bit of fun with it. So this is the current AFC playoff picture that we're looking at. The Baltimore Ravens are the predicted winners. They actually came out today with the kind of the playoff scenarios. Right now, for the Baltimore Ravens, they can clinch with a win, a Denver loss or tie, and a Buffalo loss or tie. They actually have 9 different scenarios for them to be able to clinch a playoff berth. So I won't go through them all here. I'll just show them to you guys because I don't want to go through all of them. But so here's the actual playoff scenario for the Ravens to clinch. They got 9 different ways, so it's likely that they will probably end up clinching this weekend or next weekend. They obviously have to win in order for that to happen. But I saw something today that the Browns actually have a chance if they win out, they're going to win the wild card. Is what I saw, which I didn't realize that. So that's pretty cool. It's not looking real good for him considering Grant Delpit just went on injured reserve and had surgery on his groin and he's out. Jedrick Wills is out. DeJuan.
These linemen?
2 linemen. Grant Delpit's our strong safety or whatever, floating, kind of free, strong, middle, outside
Mr. Utility.
Yeah, he's a utility player, but mostly safety. But he's a big part of our team, so losing him is going to suck. There's the playoff picture. So let me pause. Why does this keep doing this when I do this?
I know. All I do, I like seeing the Bills down there in the bottom, I'll tell you that.
One more. Pause now. Pause. Oh, my God. Why is this doing this? Hold on one second. I apologize, guys. This is a new one for me to move it around on this thing here. Normally I have it. Okay, there's the AFC playoff picture. The Bills at the bottom. But you can see, it's looking like the Dolphins have a chance to be in there. These are the division leaders. So as you go down the line, you can see who's leading their divisions, who has a chance to actually win outright and make it into the playoffs. So you win your division, you're in the playoffs. Baltimore, obviously, leader of the division. And then the Browns, like we were saying, they're right there. They're just about to take a shot at getting in there if they can win the rest of these games. So I'm pretty pumped to see that. That was exciting news when I saw that today. But and in the rest of these teams in the hunt, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that are 7-6. So still up in the air. If the Browns lose, then it's really
the AFC is super tight. That's going to be a fun one to watch shake out over the next few weeks.
Hell yeah! And then moving on into the NFC, or excuse me, the NFC. The 49ers, they clinched the playoff spot. They are 10-3. The division leaders right behind them, you see the Cowboys at 10-3, the Lions, who are on a skid, and then the surging Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6-7. I was surprised. I expected them to lose this week. I got that one wrong. Your Vikes, though,
yeah, baby, 3-0. We really put it on the fucking Raiders.
Now, you guys do have a scenario, I think, where you can't make it to the playoffs. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of help.
Make it to the playoffs. We can still win our division. We still play the Lions twice.
Okay, so wow. So if you guys, that'd be pretty improbable if you guys beat the Lions twice. That would be.
We could technically this would be the first time I believe in NFL history it would be like this. But if there's a few scenarios that play out where we play the Lions. I can't remember who we play in between. But we play the Lions, X team, the Lions, and then we could play the Lions again in the first round of the playoffs. So 3 out of 4 weeks we could play the Lions.
Oh, wow. So that's crazy. That would be fun to happen. That would be really cool. I would love to watch that. What a great thing for the NFL to have. to have happened.
Three
So,
teams like that, because by the end of by the end of the first game, both teams know each other very well. Like the game 3, you're gonna have to be going to shit in the playbook that you haven't run since training camp.
yeah. Well, I heard you guys are what's the name of the quarterback you guys just moved up today?
Nasty Nate Mullins, let's
That's
go,
right.
baby.
Nate Mullins.
The
You know,
job father, take a seat.
if I remember, Mullins played for the Browns and he played okay while he was here for us for a little bit. If I remember, I feel like he was on our team for a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he played for us.
I'm not certain about where Nate's been.
Nate or Nate?
Nick. Well, I confuse them too. It's Nick.
Nick Mullins, Browns. Yeah, he played for the Browns at one point. In 2021, he played for the Browns. So, all right, guys. So we're not.
He looked good for us in the second half. I'll tell you that. We should have pulled Dobbs a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
He got Justin Jefferson absolutely annihilated. Welcome back to football, Justin Jefferson, and goodbye, Justin.
Goodbye again. Right on. All right. I don't want to spend the whole night talking about football, but I just wanted to catch up with you, Mikey, since we didn't get to talk anything. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a good deal of time putting those together, so I'm glad you appreciate them. I hope everybody else appreciates them too. Pat Wooey really gave me. He said it's just words without graphics. So I figured the least I could do is try to put together some graphics for you guys.
He gave him the business.
Took fucking forever. But no, it actually wasn't. It didn't take that long. It did take forever. Was for well, actually, I don't know if the people ever really figured it out, to tell you the truth, or the people involved in the Love Has Won cult, Mikey. We kind of touched on it the other night, but we never really dove into it really deep. So this is a documentary on Netflix about a woman named
HBO.
What'd I say?
Netflix.
Yeah, it's on HBO. Sorry, my bad. It's on HBO Max. It's about a woman named Amy Carlson, who called herself the Mother of God. She was in charge of this group of people who, basically they were a bunch of fucking nutbags. Let's just start off by saying that. They're a bunch of crazy people who ended up kind of being lost souls. This woman was married a couple times. She had several kids. One day they were at a birthday party for someone, and the whole family was there. She just got up from the birthday party and disappeared, abandoned her whole family, never told them where she was going. Just went back to the house, grabbed her stuff, and moved out. And then when she moved out, she went and met this guy where was this at? In Colorado to start? I can't, because they moved around so much. It was hard to keep track.
They were called to so many different places. I thought the first place they started was in Colorado, or it was
it
Colorado
Vermont?
Was the second place they went. It was either Vermont. I think it was Vermont, because Colorado is where they went, I think, when she started to get sick.
Okay.
And then they went to Hawaii from there.
Yeah, anyway, so the Mother of God wasn't the Mother of God when she left this family. She just abandoned her kids and moved to Vermont, met this old hippie dude up there. They obviously started smoking a bunch of weed. They got into crystals and spirituality and existentialism and things beyond, and started to see the world as not being real. We're living in an illusion, essentially similar. Not they
the
called
Matrix.
it. Yeah, but not the Matrix, if that made sense.
No, not the Matrix. The way the movie explains the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's just like an alternate universe.
Yeah, and
with everyone's energies and everyone's etheric teams and their
exactly
angels and their galactics.
Now the angels and the galactics, they're part of the ethereal team, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now the Mother of God, when she got with this guy, he became the Father God. And all this stuff is in the news, so I'm not really spoiling this for anybody, but I do recommend you go watch this. Because basically she starts convincing a whole group of people that she is the mother of creation, that she's lived multiple lives. She was Joan of Arc, she was Marilyn Monroe, all sorts of different people throughout the world and going throughout history. And in fact, as the movie goes on, you'll find out how one of the past lives actually gets her in a lot of trouble, claiming to be one of her past lives. She claimed to be got her into all kinds of trouble, and got her excommunicated from a specific island. So I highly recommend watching Love Has Won on HBO Max. It was fantastic. The thing that I find the most amazing about it is the people who follow her still believe in her despite everything. And I don't want to spoil too much of it from Mikey. I just wanted to give the gist of what this is all about.
You're so right. Like, all the people they are interviewing, it's not like there's not a disparaging comment. There's, it's not really. It's really said
nothing.
Like,
you keep
this
waiting.
was all done for a purpose, and this was all about, the big theme between the whole thing was her ascension,
right?
And she's gonna come. Yeah,
she's gonna ascend. So, and it's it's not really spoiling much, right? That's pretty much the beginning of the movie, so you're not really spoiling much by saying that. But, like I kept waiting for them to turn. I kept waiting for the moment and that's when we realized Amy was nuts. But they didn't call her Amy. They called her Mother. That was I kept waiting for that moment when they went, oh, that's when we realized Mother was, after all the different things she was having to doing, all the crazy stuff with the final father, that fucking guy. What a fucking whack job that fucking guy is.
And then the Father Multiverse was probably my favorite one.
Father Multiverse, who's such a cuck. He's such a little bitch cuck.
Oh my God, dude, he really was. The Father Creation, the
which one was he now?
Father there.
The final father
was Creation.
Okay.
The heavy metal that they were playing.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, so she brought in. Well, you know what? I don't want to spoil any more of it. Make sure you guys go watch this.
Check it out.
It's worth. Get a free subscription if you haven't already subscribed to it. If you already used up your free subscription, it's worth doing it for a month. Especially if you like NBA. There's a bunch of NBA stuff on there now too. And if you love DC animated stuff like I do, there's lots of cool stuff on there. I did watch a kind of a strange one the other day. It was pretty neat. It was an animated DC with Martian Manhunter and Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman, and they got put in all these different alternate realities. So it was in different time frames, and they were doing weird things like Wonder Woman was time frame was, I can't remember what time period Wonder Woman was in, but like Batman was in this fantasy world with sword fighting and dragons and shit. And all three of them got put in this black and white world back in the 50s with aliens and shit, and it was really fucking good, man. It was a really unique story that kept you really interested because it's kind of like what's going to happen next time and stuff. It was really good. I can't remember what it was called.
I got hooked on a bunch of other shows on HBO Max. They have a bunch of like Canadian produced TV shows. Like one's called Fear Thy Neighbor, and it's all stories about neighbors. You remember the neighbors, the guy that was shoveling his driveway a couple years ago in Pennsylvania and got shot by his neighbor and dead in the middle of the street, him and his wife.
I do remember that. Yeah,
that
was
a
crazy
whole episode that goes into like what happened between them, why it all happened.
Really?
And they're all like 45-minute episodes. The acting is horrible. They're all Canadian actors, so they all have Canadian accents.
It's a recreation episodes of what
real creation, but with interviews of people actually involved in it.
Okay.
And there's 9 seasons of this show.
Of just neighbor feuds and fights and stuff.
Yeah, and each neighbor feud gets crazier than the last. I'm talking people poisoning, breaking in the middle of the night, sleeping with each other. Like, just the craziest neighbor stories ever. And you can look everyone up on your phone while this is going on and read the actual news stories about them. They're all legit stories.
All right, well, I'm going to have to check that out because
there's also one up our alley called Road Rage. And that's all real footage of road rage incidents and everything like that. I haven't started with that one yet. I was going to mention that to you and mention maybe we should start watching it at the same time and
that
see
sounds
if it's
good.
anything good.
All right, Road Rage, that sounds good. You want to watch another weird one? B1 watched. I watched bits and pieces of it with her called Twin Flame, about this guy who is able to convince people that they're trans, and that he convinces them that there is a twin flame out there, and if your twin flame happens to be a different gender than you, the two of you end up changing genders in order to make it work, or some weird shit like that. It was pretty crazy, and I was like half
Is
watching
it like
and
like a show on a guy that actually did this?
yeah, it's a real thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like fictional. Oh, I'm definitely
no,
down
yeah.
with that.
No,
It's
yeah,
called
you gotta
Twin
watch it.
Flame
Twin
on
Flame.
HBO Max.
That might be Netflix. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. But either way,
I'm
watch
on
that.
it.
Diz says, okay, so she abandoned her family. Good start. What happened next in the good decision story? Well, no, there are lots of. She said, did she become a drug addict? Had her brainwashed? He said, I'm not about to watch some crazy lady dupe a bunch of dummies. I can see that online on cam sites. Well, this is different. Boobs convince anybody anything. It started with cam sites, essentially. That's kind of the whole point of it, and that's what they did, and how the amount of people they were able to bring. Now, this isn't a huge amount of people. I'm not saying this was like a gigantic cult by any means, but just the people who ended up in it were just a weird. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. Just the visuals of it. What happens? The physical deterioration of the mother of creation over time. She takes a certain.
She's trying to lift up the entire world. She's trying to wash us of our sins, and
step
we're
forward,
the
Mikey.
ones who weighing her down.
Step forward, guys. Step forward. Jeez, it's enough already. You're living in a 2D world. And there's a whole 3D world out there for you guys. And it gets
my God, the 3D, go to see a 3D doctor. That shit
right?
was nuts. I don't know how they not held responsible.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I think, honestly, if that one girl hadn't been documenting everything, and they hadn't video documented so much of it, those people would all be in jail.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when that was going on. But I mean, everything in that house was recorded. They had millions of followers on YouTube and stuff for the Love Is One Church and stuff like that.
Really, that many? Really?
I thought they were talking about some of their videos having up in 100,000 views and stuff like that.
I mean, they had
some of their lives going. Yeah, they had tons of money, 200 something $1,000 in their savings.
That was just when they ended. And that doesn't even account for all the traveling and everything. So I'm sure they had I bet you they had over $500,000. I bet you. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean,
that one dude was like, "Yeah, I quit my job. I cashed in my 401k, sold my house and my car, and gave her all my money."
He wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one. So insane.
Wow.
Just a reminder to everybody, if you've not already hit a like button on tonight's video, please do that. I do see Drew S. and Secret ADS Mod reminding everybody, and Scott in there reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. B1 jumped in to let everybody know that Twin Flames is on Netflix. So just to confirm that. Now, Mikey.
Yes.
Now, when you get sick, when I get a cold, all I want to do is eat. It's the weirdest thing. I want to do nothing but eat. When I get the flu, obviously, the complete opposite. But when I just get a bad cold, I just want to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Did this happen to you? Are you one of these kind of people?
It's the opposite for me. Like when my sinuses get all congested and everything like that, I can't taste or really smell anything. So like the thought of eating is more of just like eating when I get hungry type of deal.
Yeah, it's some weird thing with me where I think it's like my body saying you need energy. And so my brain is just like, all right, well, you got to eat and eat and eat. So I eat like a pig. And so I am a big fat F. Mikey, you're borderline big fat F.
Yep.
I have some fantastic news for you guys. Did you see the news, Mikey?
No, we're getting one of them Thanksgiving turkey or one of them Thanksgiving pizzas finally.
Even better. During an annual investor meeting, which took place in Chicago on December 6th, McDonald's executives revealed they have plans to resurrect the snack wrap. It's back, baby. The snack wrap's coming back. That's right. Big McDonald's saw Burger King make their little rip-off version of them, which pretty decent, by the way.
Pretty slamming. I did have a chance to try them. They were pretty good.
They're bringing back the snack wrap as part of their long-term plans for the McCrispy chicken line. So they're going to be doing possibly some changes to the snack wrap. I'm hoping they're going to keep the original and then maybe just offer another one like Burger King did with different sauce options.
Yeah, different
maybe
like tossed ones. Absolutely.
A buffalo option or something like that. Maybe, who knows? But boy, the original snack, hopefully the original snack wrap will come back just as is. Your chicken, your lettuce, shredded cheese, tortilla wrap, and then
the shredded cheese was so good.
It was just perfect.
It was such a nice little touch to it.
It was so great. It's so great. So the snack wrap, there's no timeline on it when it will officially be back. But hey, guys, that's good news for us fatties. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to find some pictures. We talked about the new Cosmix restaurant. I've
only seen pictures of this place. Is this like owned by McDonald's or something?
Yeah,
Did we talk about this? Is like they're like.
I don't know.
I don't know if I was here. I think I watched the show when you guys talked about it. I remember seeing the picture of it.
Briefly came up. It wasn't. I don't think we talked too much about it. But here's an example of the menu. They got a s'mores cold brew up there, turmeric spiced latte. It's mainly drinks. I think it's like
craft coffees and beverages like Starbucks.
But I see down here we got a spicy queso sandwich, some sort of creamy avocado tomatillo thing, and then we got our classic egg McMuffin, bacon McMuffin with egg. Interesting. Sausage McMuffin with egg. You ever seen a bacon McMuffin with egg before? Never even heard of it.
I have
not. So then they got ice cream and stuff. So this is what we're looking at. So I know the first one opened outside of Chicago. I believe it's opening up and running. But Cosmix is coming, baby. And I'm looking forward to it because I like coffee drinks. I'm hoping McDonald's is doing a different type of coffee for this. I'm hoping it's not the standard McDonald's coffee.
Not a big fan of coffee at McDonald's anyways. McDonald's coffee is just not that tasty.
Nothing personal against them. It's a little acidic. That's the thing. I just prefer a different one. So, now, I have been saying for years, guys, that you can be fat and be healthy. Science has proven it. A study has found that being obese and healthy has become more common in the United States. Now, I don't know if that's because the definition of obesity. Well, I don't know if Lizzo would qualify in that. Lizzo's pretty big. That's a big girl right there. I don't think Lizzo's going to fit in this category. But they're saying
she definitely ain't fitting in this category.
There's different types of fat, and I've been saying this for years because I learned this when I was losing all my weight. And there's outer fat, like the fat that you get like around your stomach, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's this stuff called that's the subcutaneous fat. That's just like right there, right under your skin. It's just like what you got in your belly.
Isn't there a visceral fat too? Isn't that the fat that goes around your organs and in between the nooks and crannies and shit?
That's the one you need to. That's the one you need to look out for. Is the visceral fat, and I have a picture kind of describing the difference between the two. So, like your butt, that's like normal butt fat. That's your subcutaneous fat. But the visceral fat, like you said, it lines your organs, increases your risk for heart disease, diabetes, and other kind of conditions. So if you are a chick with just a big, huge badonk, but you're thin, you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, if you're a girl with the big hooters and you're skinny, that's why people say you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? So, but also, like, even when I was fat, all my cholesterol levels were normal. My blood pressure was normal. When I went and did a stress test for my heart, I was running as hard as I could, and my heart rate couldn't get high enough for them to really get the test to go right because I was staying so like even keel and they're like, "Are you running as hard as you can?" And I'm like full blown sprinting, arms pumping on this fucking treadmill, like going, "Yeah, I can't move my legs or my arms any faster. I'm gonna fly off the back of this thing if you turn it up any faster." And and so they're like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with you," because I can't remember when I did it or what I think I might end up doing it for the show. Like I might have said I had chest pains one day or something, and they sent me to go get a bunch of tests done or some dumb shit.
Stress test.
Yeah, something like that. So my point is, I've been saying it for years. You can be fat and be healthy. So enjoy your food, guys, and you enjoy your good health. But I guess if you go get tested though, if you're an overweight person and all your numbers come back okay, live your life, dog. Live your fucking life. Now, there is a double-edged sword to this. While you can get fatter and maybe be healthy on the inside, people are still going to be judging you from the outside. People are still going to look at you and they're just going to see a fat fuck. And that's actually turned out to be. Now I had good news for fatties with the snack wraps. Now I have bad news for the fatties with this new study that's come out. It's a pretty big study too. A lot of shitty studies I see. Will be like, the group of people they talk to are like, I don't know, 50 people or something like that. This one's actually like 23,000 people. So good sample size of people. Good size study, right? It turns out that there is a massive obesity pay gap that says that fat women in white-collar jobs earn 19% less than their slimmer peers, while for men, they earn 14% less. This obesity pay gap accounts for a $70 billion disparity in pay wages for fat people across a year.
Yeah. You mean these skinny that I work with are making more bread than me because I eat more bread than them?
Well, all the people that are in the white collar positions, so the presidents, the salespeople, the people in the upper, the VPs, the director of finance or whatever, CFOs and stuff like that, the white collar positions. It applies there, more so for women. They're making 19% less. So if there's so think about where you've worked, or where you work. Think about the people who are in the white collar positions, and then think about, like Mikey, in your position, you have the white collar positions in the office, and then you have the blue collar positions like you out there running the generators, fixing the generators, driving the trucks, working in the warehouse, doing whatever you got to do, parts, shipping, all that stuff. It doesn't apply for fat people in the blue collar jobs. In fact, people in the blue collar jobs, isn't that weird? And I was just going to say, you should be happy you didn't get that sales job, and then they might just stick you in the warehouse. I know. Because you can keep gaining weight, keep eating snack wraps, and then be able to make as much more money than the people who are fat in the white collar positions. So,
I stopped pursuing that other job too, the parts thing and everything like that. I think I'm just gonna ride it in service and stick where I'm at.
Why?
I don't think I want anything, dude. There is so much chaos and high school drama that goes on in that office, in that building. I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if my sanity can handle it.
Oh, man. See, I feel like you're making a mistake on this one, man. I think that's a great gig, dude. I'm telling you, every warehouse manager I've ever met, while they're busy and they kind of run around like a chicken with their head cut off, they love their jobs. They all seem to love what they're doing.
Yeah, not this one that's at the position that he's at right now, and the one that helps him, and the one that was there before that. It's kind of like where people go to die at my company.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good. You don't want to be
I looked
that
at
guy.
the track record of people that were there. The last guy was, he went straight to rehab for being a fully blown alcoholic, and I don't think I can handle going back to rehab again. So I'm just going to avoid that.
Well, maybe it's because the people, they weren't doing well at their jobs, and they weren't managing the warehouse well or whatever, and that was causing the problems in the warehouse. And if you had a better manager in there, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, it does sound right. Like, yeah, I'm going to come in like the knight in shining armor and save the warehouse and rue the day, and I'm going to trip and fall on my horse and impale myself with my own sword, and it's going to be a bloody fucking mess. No.
So really, no confidence in yourself that that's going to be the
Probably not. I got a lot of confidence in what I do right now because I do it so goddamn well, and I do it so goddamn better than other people in my company that I think I'm just going to stay the big fish in the little pond for now and enjoy what I enjoyed. Because all this thought of change, dude, it gives me all kinds of stress and anxiety and depression, and I can't deal with all that shit.
Yeah, but once you get through all that and start doing the thing that it's just the fear of change. Once you make that change, sometimes it seems like
my track record of making it through big changes is not really shining.
That's true. And you have had this job for quite a while now. How long have you been doing this?
I just started year 13.
Okay,
well,
so yeah.
It's year 13 at this company, but what I'm doing for a living, I've been doing since I was 18, and I'm 37, so 19 years.
All right, so a long time then. All right, well, I'm surprised about them because it was like you went from going to you were going to move up to sales, and then decided that wasn't for you. Then you were going to do a hybrid sales / service role, and then decided that wasn't for you, and then warehouse manager, and now decided that's not for you.
No.
What about service dispatcher or something like that? Or like
dude, if something becomes available on the service side of things, like service management or service writer or something like that, that's me writing for my actual position that I've been doing for the last 20 years, sign me up.
Yeah, because I know with the warehouse one, you were so excited about the
possibility to help. Yes, the hours, the possibility to be able to help with the service department and some of the stuff where they're coming up. But they actually just hired somebody else in the past 3 days to help with what I thought I was going to be helping with in the service side, which tells me that I'm going to be more parts than anything. And
no interest in that.
No.
Well, there you go. Whatever you say. Okay.
It'll all change again next week too.
Okay. All right, well, shit. Then, hey, let's stay on the same road. The path you're on is one you like. Then fuck it, stay with it. Who am I to tell you what to do? I never had the opportunity to move up in any of my positions. At my other job, it was just the same shit. Let's see. Going back to what we were talking about with the white collar people and the blue collar people and the pay disparity between the blue collar. Well, the blue-collar fatties are making more money. The white-collar fatties making less. Perhaps says, I'd say the richer ones have the money to eat healthy, being it costs so much more than going down the junk food aisle. Yeah, rich people definitely can afford to eat healthier. And they probably do look down on you if you are spending less money going down and eating junk food, obviously. So they probably look at it like, it's an elitist thing all around. If you eat more healthy, you're obviously spending more money, and it's just like keeping up with the Joneses, where you have, you see your buddy with the nice watch. If you got money, then I got to go buy a nicer watch.
I got to get a nice watch too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a nice one too, or nicer. B1 is in there running her mouth about how many hash browns she could eat and stuff like that. I believe she's running her mouth saying she could eat. We were talking McDonald's, and she's talking about how she could guzzle down 10 hash browns. No way. She's talking shit.
It's like 10 tater tots just flattened out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But no, those fucking whatever they're called, hash browns? Those things have some meat to them. Those McDonald's hash browns, that's a good 4 bites.
I haven't had one in a long time, so
you could smash in one bite, I guess, if you really wanted to. But that's a greasy pile. That's a lot of grease. 10 of those is a lot of grease.
Dude, that's the amount of sodium in that sucks the moisture out of tomorrow for me. That's a lot.
All right. I do have a quick B1 update real quick, but first I have Jake, who gets drunk sometimes, on. What's up, Jake? How are you, dude?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
Doing well. It's good to hear from you, bro. What's going on? Last time we heard from you, you had just gotten out of the clink for a weekend, and I'm
still not allowed at my house.
I'm sorry, you're still not allowed at your house?
Yeah, I'm still not allowed there.
Oh, so you never told us what happened. You said it was a crazy story, but you weren't able to talk about it.
I still can't. I still can't.
Still
But
can't
I
talk
wanted
about
to
it.
chime in on. I wanted to chime in on Mikey's talking about the position. I was actually just inquiring about some of the office guys. I work in a union, like a trade union.
Okay.
And some of the guys that work in the office, they got to go and get expensive college degrees, and then they could make more take-home pay than us, like labor workers, but or skilled tradesmen, I should say. But they also don't get the full benefits package we do, like a pension, the health and wellness, there's so many benefits to work in a union. I understand that Mikey's not in that, but like, I understand also that some of the guys that work in the office, like when they're in those managerial positions of just constantly having us labor guys come to them with problems that they have to solve, those guys get stressed out so much. And as a manager, that's what you got to deal with, is everybody else's problems, not just the one right in front of your eyes.
So
somebody else's behind their shoulder.
So it sounds like, Jake, you think, that Mikey's making the right decision. And 844 hit Tom, by the way, 844-448-3862. So you think Mikey is making the right decision because you don't want him to have to deal with all this warehouse nonsense and dealing with laborers coming.
See, personally, I personally would, and like, I think I would enjoy a managerial position. I enjoy leadership. I enjoy solving problems. Not everybody does. Not everybody enjoys that stress. I get excitement and fulfillment out of solving a problem that somebody's like, hey man, I'm not seeing a way through this. And then you come along and you happen to be a good problem solver. I happen to be a good problem solver, but,
Are you trying to get a job?
I'm an apprentice right now, so it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm an apprentice right now, so it's not like they're not testing me with.
So what's your point as far as what Mike? What's your point as far as what you think Mikey should do?
It's Mikey seems like. See, I know other dudes that kind of seem like he's got the same mentality as them, where he's like, I'm comfortable where I'm at, man. I am happy with my paychecks. I'm getting by. Don't want any more responsibility. Leave me be till I retire and I'll be happy. There's also some guys who are way too Johnny on the spot to ask for responsibilities, and some of the, elder statesmen in the trade or whatever don't take too kindly to that sometimes. Because they're like, hey, you're going to take my job, young punk?
So what's the bottom line here, Jake? What are you saying?
I think it's all personal, but I think for Mikey's role, looking at how stoned his eyes are right now, I don't think he wants to come home and have to look at, and I don't think he wants to come home and think about work. As a manager, you come home and you think about work all night, and you think about what's going to happen the next day. He comes home and he forgets about work, and that's great for him.
It's a very, very, very good
No,
point.
that's the thing. I don't get to forget about work. I think about work all the time. I'm
on call.
I'm supposed to be on call 1 week a month.
It's on a whole different level, bro.
Calls.
You got to think about so many different people when you're a manager and shit.
Oh, I understand that. If I was managing or doing anything like that, I'd have 6 or 7 guys that all work under me. But the difference would be is I've trained all of them and I know them all and I know this profession like the back of my hand. But
and also, it sounded like you were going to go from doing service to a warehouse, which is
completely different.
Yeah, it could be still in the same industry, but it's not up your alley where you're like, dude, fuck off. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
So hey, man, I think I support whatever you want to do. If you're comfortable
Dude, I
doing what you're
appreciate
doing
it,
with
Jake.
your pay, then by all means, Mikey, stick with what you want, dude. Follow your heart, bro.
All right, guys.
All right, guys, I gotta let you go.
Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I love Jake. He's trying. I appreciate his call for sure. I think he. That was a point that could have been made very quickly that just took a little longer to get to. I think I threw him off. I threw him off trying to dig into that story that he has about why he ended up in the clink. I really want to know. I really want to know what happened with that. So, like I mentioned, I do have a quick B1 update. I will get to that. We are going to take a quick break here. Falcor is talking about Draymond Green from the NBA. We will talk about him after the break as well. By the way, Mikey, I'll let you go do your eyes. Don't take offense, by the way, when I click off of you. Sometimes I feel like I'm like being a dick when I click just to myself, but I'm truly clicking to myself so you can just vape or take bong hits or whatever when the camera's on me. So
I know that.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure because sometimes I
take
feel
no
like a
offense
dick.
to that.
Awesome. Good
No,
stuff.
dude, when you like go to yourself fully is like when I get to like lean back and like
That's all right. Perfect. Good stuff. All right. So we're getting ready for break here. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Make sure you guys got your lavender out. Make sure you get those kids put in the other room. Yesterday, I recommended giving them a box to make a time machine. It was one of the best things I ever did as a kid is I had that big giant box with a time machine that I made for myself until a bunch of bullies came along. And they fucked up my time machine and they were kicking it and tearing it. And I started calling them every name under the sun, every F word, every swear word possible. And some lady, some Karen heard this and reported it back to my stepmom. And I got in trouble. Not the kids who tore up my time machine. I got in trouble for cussing them out. Isn't that bullshit? So put them in the other room. Make sure there's no bullies in there. Give them some crayons in a box. Let them go in there. You guys get your lavender out. You get your drinks. I'm enjoying a nice glass. This is actually some of the best wine I've had. This Austin Hope Paso Robles 2021 Cabernet Sauvignon. It's fucking delicious. So I highly recommend that. If you've not taken a second to hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, please like today's video. I would greatly appreciate it if you did that. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on Another Dumb Show. Sit tight. we're back, baby. Welcome. Whoa. I can't hear myself. There we go. All right, welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you guys for joining me on issue number 151. You know how good it feels having you guys streaming on my tube? It feels so good. It feels so right. Man, it feels good having you guys here with me. A little love to the chat and all these Super League dummies and everybody in there. A big shout out to all you guys. There's my supers. There's my Team Dumb Ultimate fans. Love you guys so much. And I also saw there's even a few official league dummies, league members in there. So thank you to everybody for coming and hanging out. I do see Dan the Sound Man is in there. It's so great to see you in there, my friend. I mentioned you guys last night. Unfortunately, it was on some on unhappy terms, but it's good to see you in there, Dan. I do need to probably mention again, if you guys didn't watch last night's episode, unfortunately, Dan and Allie had a bit of a family tragedy. Allie's mom had a stroke, so she needs your support. There's a GoFundMe for it that's been set up. I actually don't have it right in front of me right now because I just noticed Dan in there, so I apologize I wasn't prepared for that. So I will get that up before the end of the show if you want to go donate and help out Allie and Dan and their family during this tough time that they're going through. So. But Dan, good to see you here, my dude. Love you and Allie, and I hope everything is going well for you guys outside of, obviously, the serious situation you're dealing with. But, Dan, I got something that might help you guys get through everything. I just noticed that, or I just saw on the news, pretty cool thing. Doritos has teamed up with a company called Empirical to put out they're putting out a liquor that tastes like fucking nacho cheese Doritos. Here it is, guys. Here's a picture of it. Oh, Mikey's here too. What's up, dude? How are you, dude? Sorry about that, bro.
That sounds horrible.
Ooh, that was loud. What do you mean? I think it sounds fantastic. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. It's actual literal liquor. And I was like trying to figure out, is this some sort of tequila? Is this some sort of liquor? Or I'm sorry, it's a vodka or gin or some sort of weird like mix of whatever. I wasn't really sure.
Liquor, like a flavored liquor or something like that.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
That it's like,
now, how much? Do you know what Mikey? I know you know your alcohol. What is the proof for like a bottle of vodka? 80 proof?
Yeah, 80, 90 proof, somewhere around there.
Which means it's 45%.
45% alcohol, yeah. I'd imagine that this is like 60, 70 proof.
This is 42% alcohol, 84 proof.
Oh,
so
shit.
It's got some punch. It's got some punch to it.
Yeah, it's got some kick to it.
It's got the essence of real nacho flavored Doritos. It's been retained through it's been retained through vacuum distillation, and it offers hints of corn tostada, umami, and acidity. Now umami is like, I thought that was like the fish flavor, like sea umami. I thought that's what umami was. Am I wrong about what umami is?
I have no idea what umami is. I'm not going to pretend to. Wait, that does sound familiar. Like, isn't umami when you get like dried seaweed?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. But it's one of the 5 basic tastes. I guess it's found in tuna, tomatoes, matcha, mushrooms, soy sauce, aged cheese, and dry ham. So, okay, I guess it's good in some cases. I'm trying to figure out which, maybe the tomatoes are giving it from the tortilla, the nacho flavor, because it's got kind of that. There's a little, I guess, tomato in that, dried tomato. But it's supposedly, it's quote, a savory nacho cheese imbued beverage experience that smells and tastes just like the real thing. Problem is, $65 a bottle. Pretty
goddamn.
Yeah, pretty pricey. Very, very, very pricey. But I mean, I don't know how much is a good bottle of vodka. I don't really drink liquor anymore, so I don't know.
I have no idea. $50.
Bottle of Belvedere or whatever.
I'd imagine $50, $60,
$50,
$70. I mean,
okay. So it's right in the wheelhouse.
Any good liquor is probably like $1.15, $120. I mean, my favorite tequila was like $120 a bottle.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. So it's reasonable then. It's not totally outrageously priced. I don't know what size that is or whatever. Oh, 750 milliliter bottle. It'll go on sale in January of 2024. Actually, no, that's when it's going to be delivered. So it's actually available right now. So I don't know where it's at, if it's on Doritos.com or if it's going to be. I mean, and actually, I'm a little conflicted about it, but I feel it might be good in like a
Let's
Bloody
have a
Mary.
challenge. Let's watch you drink the whole bottle in 20 minutes.
Well, I don't think I could do that, but maybe it'd be nice just to try it to get like I can't do liquor. I throw up. I'm a puker. I've thrown up under so many bars after a shot. It's not even funny. I have straight up will just literally take a shot and then bend down like I'm tying my shoe. Well, I bend down like I've done it. Do you know how many times I've done it hanging out with you in Rochester at Oxford?
All the fucking shots of Jameson I bought you, you were fucking drinking them and tying your shoe and just spitting them out on the floor.
JD Oxford's, I must have puked at JD Oxford 50 times, whether it would be on the floor, outside, in the bathroom, or I throw up at that place so much because they just force feed me Jameson. And that was back when I was drinking Jameson and ginger too. So, on top of doing JMO shots. So yeah, that was, oh man, God, those were the days, man. The glory days.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think this actually might be good. Like, think about if you like took a bunch of nacho cheese Doritos, you put them in a like a coffee grinder, and you turn those fuckers into dust, and then you put some, like, you sprinkle in some coarse salt, like you would use for a margarita. You get it. You get that glass. You put the rim in that shit, and then you make a Bloody Mary with that Doritos thing.
You know what? That's probably not too bad.
I think that sounds pretty good. I think that would be really
get
fucking
down
good.
with that. I'm not. I never think of like going a step further and making like a nice craft beverage or anything like that. I usually think, what's this going to taste like at room temperature from underneath the couch? With like an orange juice chaser at 7 a.m. in the morning. That's what I'm wondering. What
drinking out, hiding it from everybody, drinking out of a shampoo bottle in the bathroom. Yeah. That's how you judge drinks.
Yeah. Why is this so sudsy in my mouth?
Well, if you want to try it minus the suds, I imagine you probably just go to how to buy Doritos liquor. Oh, that popped right up. Apparently people want to get it. You get it on that Empirical website. US
every third Wednesday at exactly midnight Mountain Time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a weird one. Let's see. It looks like you can just walk up and try to. I'm trying to see where you can buy it. It looks like you can just walk up and buy it. There's a pre-ordered estimated delivery for January 2024. But yeah, if you want to go buy it now, you go to the us.empirical.co. I just Googled how to buy Doritos liquor, and it was like the first result. So if you want to make it easy on yourself. It says sold out, though. It says sold out, but I wonder if it will let you add it. Oh, no. Nope, it's done. You can't even get it at this point. Son of a bitch. It says pre-order open.
Things just sell out. I
know. I know. But I want, if it takes off, though, maybe they'll bring it back. Because I think, that's I'm right. That's right in the right wheelhouse. What I'm thinking, making a Bloody Mary with that shit.
Bloody Mary does sound pretty good. I used to be able to get down from Bloody Marys every now and again.
Yeah, they're great, man. I love a good one. Like, the more peppery they are, the more spicy they are, the better they are, dude.
Yeah, man, it's got to taste like a whole breakfast.
I love it, man. They got that celery stick and everything. And I've seen some crazy ones. Like, I love olives too. So if you those crazy stuffed olives and shit,
bacon and olives and cheese and charcuterie and all kinds of shit on there.
That sounds good, man. I'm all about that. Let's see here. Dan wanted to give a thank you to everybody in the chat for anybody who donated to Allie's GoFundMe for her mom, which Secret ADS Mod has kindly posted in the chat. Thank you, Mod. You're the best. They posted that there, so you can go click on that if you wanted to donate. And Dan said he appreciated everybody who donated. So let me keep peek and see here how it's doing. Oh yeah, it looks like quite a few. There were definitely some people who donated yesterday. So Congratulations. Not congratulations. Thank you to everybody who donated. That's a horrible word there to use in that situation. Thank you to everybody who was able to donate. Jesus. Hold on one sec. Where was I at here? Oh, by the way, I saw, what's her name? CB is here, the head of the trolls. She is asking, where's my usual house sweater? I'm working on a mountain of laundry right now, guys. I got a literally a mountain of laundry. I've been slacking on my laundry right now, so much that there's I'm not even like, if I put all of my laundry together right now in one pile, it would be, the circumference of the pile would be about 3 feet, and it would be about 2 feet tall. That's the mound
How much
of
laundry does a guy have?
towels,
Is it
t-shirts.
Like, did you have the boys and everything? Like, is there a bunch of the boys?
Some of the
clothes?
boys,
Okay.
some boys' clothes in there too, but mostly mine. I'm not going to blame it on them by any means. It's mostly my
When's
stuff.
the last time you did laundry?
Well, I've been piecemealing it. I've been just picking out like underwear and like doing small loads here and there, just to like 2 days worth of like, yeah, just like get by outfits.
Power loads. Guy does 2 loads of clothes real quick. Clothes for Tuesday and Wednesday, and
pretty much that's how.
I'll end up eventually doing it all on Thursday, and then I'll do the rest on Saturday.
And then it turned into a mountain.
Now it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, so much so that I actually popped up a pop-up table in my kitchen to just start doing stacking all of the laundry on there, because there's going to be so much of it as I put it all away. Are you okay, dude? Is that's that cold, man, getting you?
Yeah, dude, that's
okay?
that cough.
Ooh,
I don't know how much longer I'm
jeez.
going to be able to go. That shit hurts.
All right, well, do what you can as long as we're gonna probably end it like a couple minutes early actually, because tonight, I don't know if you know this, Mikey. Do you know what today is?
It's not any type of football day.
No football tonight. Today is Tay-Tay's birthday, Taylor Swift's birthday, and you know what comes out today?
No.
The Eras Tour movie. The concert film comes out today on streaming.
Really?
That's right.
I'm definitely about to spend $20 on that bullshit.
Guess who's staying up late tonight and watching it with B1?
Why, does it release at midnight or something?
No, it's out right now, but she just wants
okay.
she wants to watch it. She's like waiting to watch it with me. Wait,
and she's already been like to the movie theaters to see this thing like 2-3 times.
Seen it twice.
She actually went to a concert as well. Did she go see her live?
No, God no. That would be awesome. That would be the greatest thing that ever happened to her. But no, she actually just she'll stream the live show. So now we're gonna actually watch this together, because I haven't seen the actual movie. I've seen the stream of the live show, but not the actual movie. So, and I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I know you think I'm a weirdo, lame-o for it, but
No,
I like Tay-Tay.
I don't think that. I think it's a little excessive to watch like the same concert. Like,
I haven't seen. I actually want to see the produced version of it, like where it actually looks better. Because what I've been watching was like, we watch a streamed like version from Argentina where
you got an iPhone on a tripod.
Yeah, and everybody's singing and they're singing with a Spanish accent, like "Shake it off," and shit like that. So, so it'd be nice to actually watch the actual show and enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to watching that with her tonight. So, but I do have other non-Tay-Tay stories to get to. So that's the B1 update, by the way. And if B1, by the way, somebody's calling her out. If she wants to try to eat 10 hash browns live on another dumb show, I would love to see her do that. I will do it alongside her. We could. The problem is they only come out during the day, so we'd have to reheat hash browns. Which in the oven?
No, they do breakfast all day there. Don't they do hash browns all day?
I don't do breakfast all day anymore since COVID, dude.
Well, the McDonald's by me definitely still all do breakfast all day.
It does?
Yeah.
No, none of them around here do it anymore. They all stopped doing it.
Small breakfast menu that they do all day.
Oh, they got rid of that in mine. Shit. Anyway, well, because if they could do that, I'd be eating hash brown Big Macs all the time. Because you ever eaten a hash brown Big Mac? That's the shit.
Nope, never even heard of it.
Oh yeah, you get a Big Mac. You take those buns, throw them, and then replace them with hash browns. Now, I believe you can actually order it this way. I can order a hash brown Big Mac.
Dude, I've always heard you can order these weird things from McDonald's, like a chicken McGangbang and stuff like that.
I know. Yeah, no, I know all those. But one of the best ones is the hash brown Big Mac. It's really good.
And I feel like if I ask them to like make it for me and I'm gonna pay something for it, they're gonna like spit in it or drop it on the floor or do something to it.
I hope not. That wouldn't be cool. Yeah, so I tried that one day, guys. I recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Okay, here. Drew Essery said we should just film it in the morning with me and B1 when they're fresh, because they would taste horrible reheated. Actually, I'm down for that. I would like to do that.
Everything tastes better in the air fryer. Reheat them up in the air fryer, it'll be mint.
Oh, I don't have one of those. I think she does, though.
How do you not have an air fryer yet? Oh my god.
I know. I do need, cool, because I've been living off Uber Eats for the longest time, and I haven't been cooking at home. So
I just Uber Eats the last 2 days in a row, and it really felt like shit. Like, remember how you said like you get really hungry to like eat a bunch of stuff, but like I hadn't eaten much, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll jumpstart my food and I'll get myself a pizza. I ate a whole medium pizza. It gave me the worst heartburn I've had for like 24 hours. And then 24 hours after that, I ordered Chick-fil-A, a couple spicy deluxes, and a bunch of the Polynesian sauce with the French fries, and the heartburn just continued. It wasn't a good idea. So I'm off of Uber Eats again.
I'll be honest with you, I got it the other day, and I got it from it's like a calzone specialty shop.
Ooh.
And there was nothing special about these calzones, my dude.
No.
Nothing special at all. Yeah, when you tell me there's ricotta cheese, I better get a big mouthful of ricotta cheese, because
it better be more ricotta. Like, it better be more ricotta than actual like bread.
Yes, exactly.
The ricotta to bread ratio better be more in the favor of ricotta. You're not just biting into a thin layer of ricotta. That just ain't working.
It was they were terrible and not worth it at all. So Revo says, I just can't justify the price hike of Uber Eats. I tell you, they do jack up the prices a little bit, but sometimes some of the restaurants are the same. It's just the fees and the delivery fee and all that stuff. But I've already paid for my membership, so it's not like I'm paying extra. So, speaking of people who, somebody who doesn't like to pay, I have a story about, and I really love this guy, Triple D, Guy Fieri. I'm a big fan of Guy Fieri. I like Guy Fieri a lot. Until now. I came across a story about him today, and it really kind of chapped my ass when I saw it, because, one of the things that, like, me as a dad, I feel like a bit of a failure, because I'm not going to be able to really leave these boys a lot, unless the show takes off out of somehow, or, I suddenly become a betting savant. I'm going to end up probably having
hit on one of our 13 leg parlays.
Yeah, I'm going to end up having one of these kids, probably, or Keely end up taking care of me. And I'm saying the boys because Keely is an adult at this point. But, feel what I'm going to leave for all these children, because, again, I'm not exactly loaded here. I don't have a lot that I'm going to be leaving to everybody. And then I see this story about Guy Fieri. And hopefully, let me see if this video will play. Let me try to play this real quick. Let's see if this works here. Is there any sound? Why is there no sound on this? I thought I fixed that sound problem on that thing. You know what? It might be turned down. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I have it turned down. Pardon me. So here's this. Let's go back here to the beginning. All right.
Dad told me. My dad says, when I die, you can expect that I'm going to die broke, and you're going to be paying for the funeral. And I told my boys, none of this that I've been building are you going to get unless you come and take it from me. So if you want it, so my nephew Jules is in the music industry down in LA. He's in the law program at Loyola Marymount right now. If you're going to be a big time entertainment agent, you need to have that law background. So he's doing that. And my youngest son, Ryder's a senior in high school, getting ready to graduate, going to graduate in the spring. And he's like, Dad, this is so unfair. I haven't even gone to college yet. And you're already pushing that I got to get an MBA. He says, can I just get through college? I'm like, hey, it's, if you want, Shaq said it best. Shaq said it about his kids one time. He says, if you want any of this cheese, you got to give me 2 degrees. Well, my 2 degrees mean, postgraduate. So they're.
So I'm gonna just cut him off there. Guy, go fuck yourself. What is the point of having all of that? He's I don't know how much money Guy Fieri has. It actually, him saying this kind of stuff makes me feel like he doesn't have that much money to pass down to all those kids. But dude, this is like my biggest thing is how much I'm going to be leaving to these kids and whether or not I'm going to be able to leave very much to them. And this guy's just running his mouth about go fuck yourself, dude. You like, what is the point of doing all this hard work?
What do you think his celebrity net worth is?
I honestly wouldn't even know what to guess. I'm so bad at that. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Probably pretty high. He got a huge deal. I know when Discovery and HBO Max and all that merged and stuff, he got a huge contract.
Dude, he's worth like $75 million.
And that's just probably, well, okay, if that's what they're saying on celebrity net worth, who knows if that's right or whatever or not. But that's a lot of money. $75 million. He's got, I don't know, 3 or 4 kids. You divide that up amongst them. That's $10 million a kid. The kids are all set for life, basically, at that point. They could invest half of it and live off of that and be set for their life. Which is literally all I've ever been trying to do. Ever since I got my, when I first got into radio, it was just because it was like the only cool job I could get outside of working in a restaurant. And then once I started working, and it was right around the time I met my ex-wife, and then we had kids, and then the entire goal turned into trying to build a career to be able to have something to give to my kids down the road. Like that's literally, I know people they think, you're on a radio show or whatever, like you're trying to be famous or infamous or whatever. That was not it for me. It was always, this is a thing I'm good at. I think I can make decent money here and then have enough money to live life and pay my kids and have something left over for my kids, through either insurance or just a small little something to set them up. That's what my goal was the whole time. That's why I think I got, why I was always so angry, because I was always bitter because I just was slowly starting to realize that was never going to happen for me. Brap says, what's wrong with making the kids work for it, if not getting life handed to them on a silver spoon? I know kids that are silver spoon treatment are ungrateful fucks. That is true.
I was thinking that's more like what Guy was talking about. I think he talks a big game and everything like that, and wants them to not feel like the sense of entitlement, but still, regardless, whenever something happens, God forbid to him, that they're going to be well taken care of. But I just don't want him. I don't think he wants them thinking that,
according to him. Oh, see, I honestly, I actually would, the whole point of, to me, if you have that much money, the whole point of it is to make sure your children don't have to work. That's the whole fucking point.
You wouldn't want.
I don't want my kids to have to. No,
not work.
Who likes going to work?
A sense of purpose.
Their purpose is enjoying their life. That's it. Enjoying their life. The job doesn't need to be a purpose for you. That's just
job, but there's got to be some type of direction or some type
family
of thing that you're doing it to.
Invest it. Learn about investing. You got all this money and learn about investing. To me, it's just, you want them to, if I could make it so my kids never have to lift a finger or work a day of their life, that would be the fucking greatest thing that ever happened to me. That would be fucking awesome for me. I would love for my children to never have to touch a bit of work. If Keely, God love her, she just got her phlebotomist degree or whatever. I hate that word. Phlebotomy. What a shitty word. She just got her phlebotomist degree, and now she's a full-blown phlebotomist. And which is wonderful for her. She seems to love it. She's got making good money and everything. I straight up would be like, if I could make that today, suddenly today I became infinitely wealthy, I would say to her, here's all this. You take that, never have to work again. And then the boys also, here you go. Never do another thing again. In fact, if the day I wouldn't even care if they went to college. I would just be like, you guys do whatever the fuck you want. You're rich. Just make sure you don't spend all the money so that your kids don't have it. That would be the only stipulation to all of it, would be, don't blow it all so you can continue the family line of being set up.
What if that money don't last? God forbid, what if something happens and they are left with no money or anything like that? Wouldn't you want them to have something to fall back on, some type of skill, something like I don't know.
Well, it's incumbent upon.
I'd imagine that I'd.
But that's where the parenting.
If I did have kids, like I'd want them to have some type of work ethic, some type of moral compass to know that you do have to work in order to get some things in life. To not everything.
But that's kind of
just handed to you on its platter.
That's the parenting, though. You can still instill that around, making sure they still do, quote, chores around the house. Make them understand that not everybody has the lifestyle that you are afforded to have. So maybe you might want to consider. Maybe you do go to college. Maybe you do find a career. Maybe I would still encourage those things, I guess, but I wouldn't give a flying fuck if they didn't. I would be like, you could still pay for. I'd be like, as long as you guys don't put me in a nursing home and you just, I still, well, I don't know. I hear they fuck a lot in those nursing homes, so who knows? Maybe that would be a fun place to be when you're old, but so I don't know. Maybe that'd be a good place to be, but I just, as long as I know that I'm going to be taken care of too, and they're not just going to take all my money and throw me in a nursing home and leave me to die in like this wretched state. Yeah, that would be different. But you could still teach humility. You could still teach somebody to be humble, without saying, "Hey, I'm not going to give you any of what I have unless I see you working." That's just, to me, is just. It's like, it's just bluster. It's not. You could still be a good parent. He's probably not around a lot. He works a lot, so he's probably not there around his kids to be hands-on like his wife is probably, or whoever is raising his kids. He's not as hands-on to do that. But I like Guy Fieri. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little surprised to see this. I feel like he's a little bit more. I thought he was more happy-go-lucky of a kind of guy, but. Turns out he doesn't love his kids. So
a little bit of. Oh my God!
I'm just kidding. No, but no. There is a lot of things. Disaster says, "Dumb. What you're saying is what has happened to Hollywood. Some of these." Becky said, "Some of these young kids, they just want a handout." Disaster says, "All the kids in Hollywood are rich and entitled." Kyle says, "Teach them work ethic, and we'll be fine. And school is overrated." I agree. You could still, you got all that money, you buy a fucking ranch, man. You got nothing else to do other than hire a bunch of ranch hands. You could go out, you ride horses, and then while you're doing it, you teach your kid how to shovel some shit. You teach them how to bale some hay. You know what I'm saying? You teach them how to break a horse. You ever seen Yellowstone? They got a lot of money. Okay, you see what they have those kids doing?
Break a horse. That's how you become a real man. Fuck a
That's
job.
right.
Fuck going to college. If you can break a horse, you can have these millions.
That's right. Exactly right. God damn it. You want to work this and work for you. But if not, you want to sit on the ranch and drink bourbon and watch the other kids fucking try to break a horse? I don't care. Go right ahead. Do whatever the fuck you want. You sit around while the other kids try to be successful. Great. You're going to feel like an idiot down the road. Or you're not. You're going to get a Lamborghini and you're going to drive around and be very happy and fuck hot chicks, and your life's going to be great. And Dad did it all for me, so my life is fantastic. I just got to make sure I save a little bit for my 27 illegitimate children that I would probably have if I was one of those kids. All right, so I see we're getting close here, Mikey. We got. Can you hang on about 2 more minutes? Just a quick couple minutes for me. I promise you they'll be very quick. Very quick.
I'm dying.
All right, they'll be very quick. I wanted to just give a little bit of love to Airy Sweet. Airy Sweet is a big fan of Another Dumb Show. He's done a lot of great stuff for us.
I love some of his AI pictures he does.
He's posted so many great pictures of me, and I have not really given enough time to him. So I just want to give him, apologize to him, and I want to let everybody know, if you want to, and here, I'll just pop me up here. I just want to let everybody know, if you want to go see some of the cool stuff that Airy Sweet does for Another Dumb Show, scan that QR code and you can go into the ADS Area Suites AI creations thing. And he's got a million pictures that he's done of your old pal Dom. I think he did one of me in Call of Duty. He's done different Superman ones of me in Fortnite. A lot of different, just different AI versions of Dom. I'm trying to scroll to find one of them here. Let's see here. Where's it at? He's done so much he's posted so much in there. It's hard to find the one or the few that he did of me in here. But either way, it doesn't matter. Go in there and find it for yourself. Check it out. It's really great. I encourage it. If you're fans of the old show that I was on, obviously go check it. RMG. You can go. Obviously, there's tons of RMG kind of related stuff in there. Is this Mikey as... No, this is great. I love this one. Here's one of you. This is you as... I don't remember his name. The guy from The Boys.
Yeah, I asked him for that because there was...
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, when I went to treatment the first time, all the guys in Philly used to call him...
I don't even remember his name, to tell you that.
His name right now.
I couldn't tell you.
It was right on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, that's what they called me. It was him the entire time. So I sent them that picture so they can put it up in the group chat that we have.
That's very good.
There was a couple that he did. He made me as Conor McGregor as well. I think he did one of me and you as the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi.
Oh yeah, here's the one. Here's the one he did of me in Call of Duty. This is me as a Call of Duty character, which I thought was pretty fucking sweet. I like that very much. I was pretty pumped to see that. I like that a lot. And then he did this Fortnite ones were great. Oh, this is really good. The Conor McGregor one is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. Look at that. It looks
makes me want to get back on the juice.
Get you jacked up again. Go
Yeah.
punch a couple chicks or whatever, allegedly.
Jesus Christ, I never punched a woman.
No, didn't Connor is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Here, I remember the other day I said if I could look like any guy, I'd want to look like Jason Momoa. Well, here is me as Jason Momoa. I think I might retract that statement, having seen that. not as definitely don't pull off that look as well as Jason Momoa does by any means. But so I really wanted to give him a little bit of love. And even in one of the things, reason I bring this up, I really want to he does these RMG recaps every year and I don't know that the old show necessarily plays them because usually they come out right around the time the show goes on vacation. So I don't think they ever really necessarily get played. And I don't know if they necessarily get enough attention, but I thought it would be cool if you guys went in there and checked that out. So go to the Discord and check out his RMG Rewind because I know he puts a lot of work into those and they mean a lot to him.
I've never even watched one of them. I'm gonna have to check it out. I
that's the thing. That's what
and everything like that. And I've never been like, oh, let me click on it and actually see what it looks like. But the amount of effort that he puts into everything else that he does, it's gonna have to be amazing. I don't doubt that for a second.
And I literally watched about one episode of the show of RMG this past year, so I would have literally no idea what I'm looking at if I watched that. So if you guys enjoy the old show, I encourage you to go check that out on Discord because Area Suite works hard on all that, and I know he's a big fan of the show. And I just wanted to give him a little bit of love since he's never really gotten he's really never gotten any attention for all the hard work he puts on that. I thought he deserved it. So a little bit of love for our dude, Airy Sweet. All right, Mikey, let's just wrap this up. Tomorrow we'll talk a little bit. I know I mentioned Draymond Green. We'll talk about Draymond Green tomorrow. And
yeah, just saw that headline. Crazy shit.
What's the headline?
Did they come down? Suspended indefinitely.
That's what I was wondering. I was waiting to see. I wanted to wait to see.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that's what I saw when we just went on our break there. That he's suspended.
Oh my God, indefinitely. All right, well, we got to play the video now. I was going to let you go, but let's just play the video real quick.
I didn't even see what he did. He hit somebody else?
Oh my God. He straight up, I don't remember the guy's
Yusuf
name.
Nurkic.
Yeah, that guy. I can't say those dudes' names. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, here it is. Or which one is this?
We'll
Is
have more
this
time
one?
for his podcast.
What's that? What about his? Oh, does he have a
I said
podcast
he'll
too?
have more time for his podcast. Yeah.
He has one too. All right, so here it is. Here's the play that man, I was actually wondering because all day I've been watching them talk about this on like ESPN and stuff and other shows and trying to determine what they thought the proper punishment was going to be for this video. Here's the video. And they were wondering whether or not he would get suspended for 25 games. And that's what John Morant got, the guy who had the gun thing, 25 games.
Yeah, twice.
And
Yeah.
people were saying, that's crazy. That's crazy that you should even suggest that it's that long. Maybe 5, maybe 10. Then I saw another
He just
person
served
say,
a 5 game.
then I saw another person say he should be suspended for the season. And I said, no, that's crazy. They wouldn't do that. Now they've decided, you said they're going to suspend him indefinitely. Here's the latest offense with, what's the guy's name again? Nikola Jurkic.
Yusuf Nurkic.
Yusuf Nurkic. Here you go. Boom!
Oh, what a fucking dick.
Right? And
wow, what a dick.
I went to go pull. I couldn't. I tried to pull what he said was the actual. He said he didn't mean he didn't mean to do it. Is what he said.
Whatever, man. That's a.
He clearly
Look
knows.
at the wind up. The hand is winding up from there. He's looking. Oh my god. He even pulled his elbow in a little bit so he can make connection with the forearm to the ear, dude. Look at. He shortens his arm up a little bit. It's not even like he fully swung it. Oh, what a shithead. He should be suspended.
I mean, indefinitely means until they decide they want to let him come back and play again, right? I mean,
if they want to let him come back to play, he's going to have to do some type of anger management, some type of sensitivity training. Like he's out there physically assaulting people, especially like the shit that came out with him. He knocked out that kid Jordan Poole in
practice
last year.
Or practice? Is it in practice they were doing that?
In practice last year, and that's when he knocked that dude out. I mean, lunged right into a knockout punch.
Here is this had just happened now he just got suspended for this play right here.
Rudy Gobert opened the big 7-footer.
So we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDonald.
So here comes Draymond on the left.
You've got a full-on fracas going
Chokehold.
Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly. Look at Klay Thompson's jersey. It's ripped up.
So you can see here, I muted it because I'm going to fast forward here, but I'm trying to get, there's better angles of it, but you could see Draymond come running in, and he just throws
a 7-footer and just throw him in a choke and start dragging him across the floor.
I'm sorry, I said he came in from the left. I meant he came in from the right. I'm sorry. He comes running in, jumps on the guy's neck, and then puts him in a chokehold. Let me zoom in on that, actually. I can zoom in and get a little better shot of that. Here you go. Comes running in over on the right, grabs him around the neck, and just throws him in a chokehold. And I still say the craziest part of this to me is his teammates don't help. How does that?
Townsend ain't doing shit. He's just kind of walking with him.
Like, how do you not put your finger in Draymond's eye right there? Just thumb him right in his fucking eye. Like, you're choking out my teammate there, dude. I mean, it's fuck Draymond Green. That guy is so dirty. I'll be honest with you, it makes for bad basketball.
Like, if you watch highlight clips of him and some of the shit that he's gotten in trouble for, the amount of people that he's kicked in the nuts is just absolutely disgusting.
The Cavs and the Warriors had some awesome battles. And the thing that really tarnished a lot of those battles was the way he played. Because he brings out the worst in people, because then we start doing stuff back and we start playing a little bit dirty I understand that mindset that you want to get in people's heads.
He's supposed to be like a disruptor and shit like that, but
this is too
there's a
far.
line in the sand. No,
yeah,
absolutely.
I saw I think who was it that I saw today? Was it Perk? Who's the dude who's on one of the dudes on ESPN said this might even be who's the big dude that used to play for the Cavs? Perkins?
Perkins.
Yeah. he was saying that this actually could be assault. Like, we're talking about like actual criminal assault. What he's
How
doing
could it
on the
not
court
be?
at this point. Yeah,
You
you're right.
You just talked about a hockey player, for throwing his leg up in the air, being charged with something, and this dude is knowingly physically assaulting people and swinging wildly and kicking them in the nuts and punching them in the head. Like, that's assault.
Wow. I was gonna save it for tomorrow because we're running out of time, but wow, breaking news. Draymond Green. Boom, there it is. Fuck it. Let's hit it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Draymond Green suspended indefinitely for striking Suns Yusuf Nurkic in the face. So, all right, well, we'll see what happens moving forward if they do end up letting him come back into the NBA. I say, go fuck yourself, Draymond. I hate you. Bye. Adios, dude. See you later. So, all right, guys. Mikey, thank you so much for sticking it out tonight. I really appreciate it, dude. I know you don't feel good. I hope drink tons of water. Get back. Did you take any medicine?
I took some Tylenol every 4 hours to try to make the fever go away.
So you broke because I know you don't like taking that shit. You broke because it was too much.
That at all, dude. I had to, dude. I hate having a fever, dude.
Do you ever
blankets and
here's a little trick for you. Alternate, because you can only take Tylenol every 4 hours, but if you alternate
ibuprofen.
Yeah, alternate that shit every 2 hours, and you'll realize.
I didn't have any ibuprofen here, but
go puff that shit, man.
To get through.
That's when you're allowed to Uber Eat or go puff something. When you're sick, you have an excuse at that point. You're allowed to do that.
I thought about doing it tonight for some candy bars and shit, but I'm not gonna do it.
Candy bars don't count. I'm talking about medicine if you're too sick to go anywhere. So.
They're my medicine for tonight, my munchie medicine.
There you go. All right, guys. I think that is going to wrap things. Oh, you know what? This might make you feel better. You're right, actually. There's some great advice from Brap. This is all you need to feel better, Mikey. Remember.
Meat, vegetables, water, milk, tea.
And then you'll feel great. That's all you need. So just get yourself some meat, vegetables, water, milk, and tea. And the staples of another dumb show life. That's what's up. So, all right. My dude, Phil, brother. I love you too. Feel better, bro. Take it easy, man. Adios. Alrighty, guys, that is going to wrap things up for us tonight on another dumb show. Hey, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm getting ready to watch the Eras Tour movie. I'm excited about it. I know you guys think I'm a big lame-o for doing it, but you know what? Taylor and I have a long history together. It goes back years. I don't like to talk about it because, well, let's be honest with you guys. Who do you think she wrote all those fucking songs about? Let's not dance around it. But so sometimes it's hard for me. But you know what? Sometimes I sit back and I revel in it, and I just sit back and I go, you knew I was trouble when I walked in, huh? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for streaming on my tube tonight. I greatly appreciate it. We are on issue 151. I'll be back live with issue number 152 tomorrow night at 7 p.m. live. If you've not taken a second to hit the thumbs up and like tonight's video, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did that. Also, if you're not subscribed, if you ever wondered if you're watching another dumb show and you're like, well, how do all these people talk in the chat? Why can't I talk in the chat? Well, it's because you're not subscribed. You have to be subscribed, and then about 10 minutes later, you will be able to talk in the chat and hang out with the League of Dummies. Big shout out and thank you to all of the League of Dummies today. I appreciate all you guys so much. Wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So another thank you again. I think I saw, who was it? Scott78? Scott78. He gifted out 5 Another Dumb Show memberships tonight, so I just want to give him a little bit of love again. Thank you so much for doing that, my dude. I think that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. Like, subscribe, share tonight's video or other videos, whatever you're into. I would really greatly appreciate it if you guys shared the show. That will help us grow our audience, and that way we can keep this thing rolling for as long as we can. So I am out of here. You guys have a great night. See ya.